Hello, friends. Welcome to Friday Night Hunkily episode 248.2. Happy Saturday evening. It's past midnight, so it's like Sunday morning, but whatever. It's still like Saturday night. Midnight Express. Okay. Yeah, now I'm like 99% recovered from the common cold. That was like not a pleasant experience, although it was funny. Yeah, let's do stretching, okay? So yeah, it was fun. Common cold. Long time, very long time, maybe 10 years, 15 years. I don't even remember last time I had common cold like this, but I recovered 99%. Okay, so good night's sleep. Yeah, Dayquil, it helped. Yeah, over-the-counter medicine. Excuse me. Oh, oh. Some water. Whew. And I guess I dropped some of my liquid here and there while I was coughing. My apology. Ah, okay. Uh, 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 uh. Oof. Turn off the heater. Ah. Okay. Okay. Now, martial arts. Let's do two-step front kicks. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, low and high. Okay. So we adjust the angle there. Pop. Ah. Okay. Pop. Ah. Okay. 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 There you go. Woo! Good exercise there. 5 minutes break. Thank you. Whew. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Okay. Let me Dump the trash real quick. From small trash can to bigger trash can. Okay. Okay, enough ventilation. That's good. Yeah, so I feel more energetic as I recover from that common cold. There's a common cold like it feels like general weakness, lack of energy. This virus taking all my energy. I guess my immune system got the hang of that brand of virus strand and took care of business. Yeah, that's what immune system do. Okay, so but yeah, I still need to take a bath tomorrow because this hairstyle is absolutely unacceptable. It's like it is dirty, okay? It's dirty and look bad, but I apologize, okay? It's just unacceptable hairstyle. It's huh? I don't know what to do with this dirty hair. Like, but look, I'm sorry. What can I tell you? Uh, we just wing it, okay? I just breaks my heart. Ah, breaks my heart in two. All right, let's get back to mathematics, okay? So, you ever discover something new in row algebra? Uh, quite unexpectedly, because what I try to do is to prove alpha and omega equation, their recursive formula. And to do that, yeah, we need to explore some more the interaction between different row-based numbers, okay? We are here we are just dealing with the same row-based numbers, okay? Adding yeah, if you multiply these two, yeah, you become one, right? Yeah, two times four, eight. It is one row seven, right? Yeah. My hair is really bothering me, by the way. Four times nine. What is four times nine? 36? Okay. 36 is 35 plus one, okay? Yeah. So that's one row seven, okay? Yeah, it goes like that. Okay. So because they are multiple quantity inverses, okay, so by definition, multiply together, one become one row seven, okay? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, cheers. Now, but if we add them together, so far in our examples, it becomes what? Sometimes become one, sometimes become zero, sometimes become minus one. But if we add one row seven and one inverse row seven, it'll become like one plus one is equal to two, right? Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. And if we add uh like minus one row seven and minus one inverse row seven, yeah, it'll become like minus two, right? Yeah, which is five. Okay. So -2, +2, 0, -1, +1. Looks like that's all the range it has, which is interesting. Okay, yeah. Okay. And okay, dualism, yeah. Okay, okay. 3 and 5, yeah, becoming one. Okay. Uh 2 and 3. Okay. 2 and 4. Okay, okay. Yeah, here become one, here become 0. 2 and 3. I want 2 and 4. Uh okay. 2 and 3, 0 to 5, okay? 0 to 5 is multiple of 5, several multiples of 5, okay? So and 2 and 4, it becomes like 0 to 7, like multiples of 7. Okay, so okay, here are multiples of 1. Okay, I mean 1 to 7, meaning multiples of 7 plus 1. Okay, yeah, okay, okay, okay. All right, let's take 5 minutes break. Okay, I need to start preparing for my dinner. Okay, yeah, 5 minutes break. Great, thank you. Yeah, uh, because I'm still recovering, and also it's very important that we eat food, right? Yeah. Yeah, especially during recovery time, eating food important. 5 minutes, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, let's move on. Now let's add uh, two sets of numbers. They have different row base. Okay. Because it's a it's a new concept even to me. Okay. So humanology school, they don't know anything about this. Okay. This is brand new. Let me get some wine. Okay. And beer. Okay. hmm I'm hungry. I'm always hungry. Yeah. Okay. It's wine and beer. All right. Oh. Huh. Ah. Okay. Ah. Cheers. Mm. Nice. Very good. Okay, we have 207, 205. Let's see what happens if you add them together. Okay. Does it become something or is it all random? I don't know. Okay. We'll see. Okay. Yeah. I have no idea. I cannot even make prediction there. Okay. So, okay. 207 plus 205. Okay. Set audition. Okay. 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 Whew. And 207, it can be expressed as uh, 7 uh, uh, 7n plus 2. 205 can be expressed as 5m. No, I, that's just too bulky to write. Okay, I'm a minimalist. Okay, so we just use A and B. Okay, M, that's very long letter to write. I need to save my energy. Okay, so 5B plus 2. Okay, there was 207 plus uh uh 205. There'd be like 7A plus 5B plus 4. Okay, yeah. Can you say anything about this number though? It seems to be multiples of 4. Okay, kinda, but not always. 2 plus 9, that's 11. That's a prime number. Okay, okay. So I guess it's just some random number, but is this number 7A plus 5B plus 4, does it include all integers? Or does it exclude some? I don't know. Not yet. A and B, the n integers, okay? Yeah. Now, the question is this. 7, A and B, they're both all integers, okay? But 7a plus 5b plus 4, does this all integer or is it subset of all integer set? I don't know. Is there any integer that cannot be expressed in this form? That's an interesting question. I think that's a fair question to ask. Has anybody asked this question before? I don't know. We know this is an integer set, but is it entire integer set or subset of integer set? I don't know. We can think of this geometrically, okay? Uh, for example, okay, 7a plus 2, that's subset of integer. It only includes a set of integers whose member is the Carol number when divided by 7, the remainder is 2. Okay, like 2, 9, 16. Okay, so it's a subset, proper subset of integer set. Okay, it does not include all the integers. Okay, 5 plus 2, same way. It does not include all integers. It's a proper subset of integer set. Okay, but how about this one? We have two independent variables, a and b. Okay, forget about 4. Let's simplify this question. Okay, 7a plus 5b. Uh, Plus 4 does not make any difference. Okay, so when it comes to what kind of subset this is, or is this entire integer set? Okay, let's just set 7a. Okay, yeah, 7a multiples of 7. Okay, 5b. I'm sorry. Yeah, we have 0. Yeah. What? Yeah. With multiple, 0 is multiple any number. Okay, so now let me check on my dinner. I do not want overflow of boiled water in the microwave. Okay, so yeah, the water started to boil, but it did not overflow. Good. So I turned the microwave off so that it cools down a little bit. Okay, so good. Cheers. Okay. Yeah, we're kind of experiencing this scope creeping. But we're going back to the basic because we need it. Alpha and omega recursive equation. We need to prove it, and to prove that, we need to get back to basic and build up some foundation. Okay, because this is brand new field. All right. Yeah. Yeah. We need to do this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So if you added these two sets, what kind of numbers are they? I mean, 14 plus 5, that's 19, is a prime number. Okay. But let's make some examples. Okay. So 7a plus 5b. Let's just see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like a multiples of 12, but not always. Okay. Because set addition is kind of a Cartesian product. It's everywhere. Okay. So all possible pairs. Okay, so 0 plus 7, 0 plus 5, 14 plus 5, which is 19, which is prime number. Okay, but is there any number that cannot be included in the set? Yes, 1. Or, maybe not. Actually, 1 is included here because minus 14 plus 15 is 1. How about 2? Yeah, 7 minus 5, 2. So this set could be a whole integer set. I do not know yet. I I'm not sure any mathematician has ever asked this question before. The mathematics universe is universe. There's infinity there. Okay. Uh, Mathematics is a universe on its own. It's an infinite dimension. Mathematics, mathematical universe is infinite. Okay. Yeah. So we discover something brand new. It's not that difficult. I'm not very good at mathematics, okay, but I just like it. Okay, but I'm not very good at it. uh, but I was able to discover something new in mathematics. It's not that difficult, okay? Because mathematical universe is infinite. Okay, yeah. There's so many infinitely many undiscovered things in mathematics. Okay, welcome to human school. Cheers. So 7a plus 5b, does it cover the entire integer set? It kind of span concept. Yeah, 5 and 7, they're both prime numbers, so they're co-prime to each other. So does that mean that so they're kind of orthogonal? Okay, so span concept in linear algebra, like two vectors, they don't need to be orthogonal, but they cannot be pointing same direction or 180 degree, the exact opposite direction. Then they cannot span the two-dimensional plane. Okay, so if these two numbers are at least co-prime to each other, then 7a plus 5b, does it span the entire integer set? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe some mathematician asked this question before. I don't know. Maybe after 5 minutes break, maybe we go to internet. Yeah, Google. Google this what Gemini AI, right? Yeah, I like that. Okay. Sometimes it's wrong, but we can check it out. Okay. Yeah, generative AI. Nice. Okay, 5 minutes break. Vocal rest. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, we'll do Gemini AI, generative AI. By the way, my Western zodiac sign is Gemini. The twins, double life. Okay. Yeah, 5 minutes break. Thank you. Okay. Well, before we go to AI, Google, Gemini, generative AI, before we do that, during the cigarette break, hey, something came up, okay? During cigarette break, okay? So let's think about linear combination, okay? Just like in the linear algebra, like let's say 2a plus 4b. That's integer, even integer set. Okay, 2 and 4, they are not coprime to each other. Okay. How about 3a plus 6b? Again, it only includes the multiples of 3. Okay. How about 3a plus 6b plus 1? That only includes three one row three set. It's like it's includes only integers when divided by three. Remainder is one. Okay. 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 Cheers. So my guess is that like xa plus yb when x and y co-prime to each other. My guess is that it includes all the integers. Okay, that will be my guess. Okay. Now we are ready to go to internet. Okay. Yeah. So screen share. Okay. So, okay. Uh, does 5a plus 7b span all integers? Okay. Okay. Uh, I mean, does Google Gemini have? I want to see artificial intelligence. Okay. How about a plus 2b? One and two, they're coprimes. Oh, Bezu coefficient, huh? So it comes from Bezu coefficient, Bezu's identity. Okay, 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 okay. That makes sense. It comes from Bezu coefficient. Yeah, we dealt with Bezu coefficient before. Okay, yeah. So okay. Mm-hmm. Enough. Okay. All right. Huh. So we got our answers, okay? Best coefficient. Okay, 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 okay. So yeah, cheers. Okay. Yeah, Bezo identity. Okay. GCD, greatest common divisor is one. So you multiply both sides by n, then yeah, n integer. Okay, got it. Okay, good. Uh-huh. Good to know. Hmm? So it's Bezo coefficient, corollary. Okay, yeah. Cheers. Good to know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Mr. Muziu Bezu is French mathematician, okay? Yeah. Number theorist. He's a long time, okay? It's old school. Like probably like 1700s or something like that. Yeah. Mhm. Very few, but very important contribution to mathematics. Muziu Bezu, okay? Yeah. French. Okay. So mathematicians like that, okay? So very few, but very huge contribution. Uh, okay. Good. I think that's about it. Okay. Yeah, we did enough mathematics for this episode. Now time check. Okay. Yeah. Uh, yeah, it's been about 1 hour. So let's ventilate. Okay. And let's take 5 minutes break, and then we'll put this behind us. And yeah, but good progress. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah. Good progress. Yes, planning concept. Looks like that it already exists. Okay, so and people asked this question before. Good, good. Yeah, learning from other people. That's good. All right. Okay. Yeah, but this co-prime like spanning concept, it's not very well known, okay? So I guess some people asked this question before I did, but still it's not very well-known concept, however. But it's variation from Bezu identity that we are familiar with, okay? So now let's talk about something else, okay? Yeah, life is more than mathematics, okay? So we gave enough service to mathematics in this episode, okay? And again, I apologize for this poor hairstyle, but we just wing it, okay? What can I tell you? I take a bath tomorrow, okay? So cheers. So a couple nights ago, I accidentally scratched here with my fingernail. How? Maybe when I was taking off my clothing. I, I don't know what happened exactly. And there's spider over there. That's annoying. Let me get it. I don't want spiders in my house. Okay, so uh, let me get the spider. Okay. All right. Ah! Did I get it? It fell, but it just fall to the floor, or I think it fell to here. Good. Let me flush it down. So yeah, I accidental scratch my fingernail like around here. So what did I do to promote healing? I use lip balm, like chapstick, okay, lip balm. Also, like here, it was so dry, it start to on my skin, on my hand, around here. Yeah, it's start to bleed a little bit, to dry. Again, lip balm. Okay. After that, wipe the lip balm off with toilet paper a little bit to make it clean. Okay. So and it healed. Okay. Good. Because lip balm is fossil fuel based. Okay. It's like Vaseline kinda. Okay. It promotes healing of skin. It's based on fossil fuel. Okay. Yeah. Okay. How did they discover lip balm, Vaseline? How did they discover that it heals some skin lesion? I read about that story. Okay. In oil field, a worker in oil field, fossil fuel, got some scratch on their hand accidentally. Okay. And by chance, accidentally, they got some oil. They work in oil, fossil fuel oil field. Accidentally, some oil got in their skin where they got some cuts, and it healed very well. So that's how they discovered Vaseline, lip balm, okay, chapstick. That's how they discovered it. Okay? It was not discovered by some medical doctors or no oil field workers. That's how they discovered it. Cheers. So fossil fuel is based on carbon, okay, hydrocarbon. It's organic material. Fossil fuel, yeah, they're like dead plants, dead animals. Okay, so coal, fossil fuel. Okay, coal. we still need coal because to make steel, like refinery metal, to melt it, we need very high temperature, okay? And refined coal, very pure coal, especially prepared coal, is called coke, C-O-K-E, okay? Those are like high octane value. Uh, it's like jet fuel for like jet engines, rockets that go to the moon, space rocket, highly refined fossil fuel. Okay, but they are liquid based. Okay, so for to make metals, to refine metals, to melt metals, to make steel, yeah, you need that highly refined coal. Okay, yeah, fossil fuel. And fossil fuel is not bad. I mean, look, lip balm, Vaseline that we put on our skin to promote healing, yeah, they're based on fossil fuel. So they're not toxic. Okay. So environmentalists who oppose fossil fuel, they don't know, they do not know what they're talking about. They don't know science. I love environment. Yeah. But I love fossil fuel too. Okay. There's nothing wrong with fossil fuel. Okay. Yeah. Carbon dioxide is food for the plants. It's something we breathe out. It's not toxic. Carbon monoxide, yeah, that is toxic. But carbon dioxide is non-toxic. Greenhouse gas, yeah, greenhouse effect, yeah, I get it. But there's nothing wrong there. I can use some warm weather in Alaska. Yeah. Winter is back in Alaska, okay? Next week supposed to be very cold. If it goes negative 10 or below Fahrenheit, I need to plug in my car so that the engine will start in the morning, okay? I have this heating block on my car, like most cars in Alaska. We plug in, okay? Heating pad, it warms the engine so that it can start in the morning, okay? When it goes to negative 10 or below Fahrenheit, yeah. Heating pad, okay? Yeah. Kind of Indian winter, okay? So coming back, Indian summer, that's like during the autumn season, sometimes it get become very hot again. In Midwest, okay? Yeah. In Alaska, I call it Indian winter, where I thought winter is over, but it came back. Okay. Hey, at least it didn't snow too much this winter. That's good. Uh, yeah. So after last episode, I did watch Camille Sang-sang, Carnival of Animals. Nice. He's genius. Camille Sang-sang is a gentleman, okay? French classical music composer. Great piano, okay? Oh, nice. Also cello, yeah. Da 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 da. March of Lions, okay? Nice, majestic. Uh. Also, yeah, German composer Franz Schubert, Trout. It's like piano quintet. Okay, quintet means five, so piano plus five string instruments. violin, viola, cello, double bass, contrabass, okay? And the piano. Okay, so quintet, okay, okay. So string instruments from the smallest to biggest. Violin, viola, cello, double bass, contrabass, okay? And then piano. Okay, okay. So quintet, yeah. Five instruments. Nice. Trout, Schubert. Da 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 la da 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 da. Yeah, nice. This musical instrumentalist imitating animals. How nice. I even the Italian prodigy, like virtuoso, violin composer and also violinist, Niccolo Paganini, imitating a barking, dog barking with his violin. Okay, yeah, imitating dogs barking with his violin. Okay. Violin concerto. Okay, nice. Mm, good stuff. Also, I watched this Korean TV show, one of my favorites, House of Bluebird. Okay, in YouTube. Ah, nice. I like this dating scene between in that TV show, House of Bluebird, Mr. Kim Joo-an and Miss Seo. Handsome man, beautiful lady, Korean restaurant, eating food together. Ah, nice. Wow, what a beautiful scene. Two professionals. Yes, nice. Nice, nice. They are both over 25 years old, okay? So, it's fictional TV show, but still, yeah. It's nice, yeah. Beautiful. Some other parts of that TV show, I just cried and cried. It was so moving, touching my heart. It's that good, okay? Yeah, I'm watching for third times. Okay, yeah, it's so good. Yeah. Ah. Good casting, great acting, editing, filming. It's well done. Great writing, directing, casting, acting. It's so well done. Great music too. Okay. Yeah. Mm. Some office politics, workplace. Yeah, it's so fun. Nice. Yeah, yeah. Very nice. Yeah. But in YouTube is English title, subtitle, okay, so you can still understand with English subtitle, okay, so in YouTube. So and also if you speak different language, yeah, you can in the YouTube, you can choose the subtitle language. Yeah, it's AI. Hmm. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. But back to mathematics. Yeah, we understand why 5a plus 7b spans all integers. Yeah, it's repercussion from a Bezu coefficient, Bezu identity. Okay, I get it. But is there other way to see that maybe geometrically? Okay, like uh, because span concept kind of like linear algebra, analytic geometry in an XY plane. I'm kind of wondering, can we like visualize it? You know, one A plus two B. Okay. Hmm. As opposed to 2A plus 4B. Okay. Can we visualize it geometrically? XY plane or XYZ space. Yeah. Maybe there's a way. I don't know. We'll see, okay? Yeah. No, time check. I've got more than 30 minutes left. Okay, yeah. 5 minutes break, okay. Thank you. All right. Okay. Yeah, let me turn back on the hero. Winter's back in Alaska. Uh, okay. Yeah, I'm still preparing my dinner. Okay. Okay, so uh, I published two papers about geology. Okay, it's not about fossil fuel. It's about pebble mine in Western Alaska near Iliamna Lake. Uh, Pebble mine is not about fossil fuel. It's about gold. Okay, they discovered gold in Alaska. There are a lot of gold potential gold mine places. Okay, so I advocate for it. Okay, pebble mine, but it didn't go through. It did not. Okay, because in Bristol Bay, the fishery there it's not like artificial fishery. It's just a lot of salmon. Okay, in Bristol Bay, fishing industry in Alaska, which is very big. So they're worried that pebble mine would hurt the fish. That's why it didn't go through. Okay, then I suggested some alternative where gold mine and fishery can coexist. Okay, so I wrote two papers about it, published it. And it went a little bit viral. Okay, yeah, positively. Uh, Back in the days in Twitter. Okay, yeah. What year was that? I think it was year 2021 when I was running for U.S. Senate. Year 2022. Okay, so Pebble Mine project. It's a Canadian mining company. Okay, so they're investors, stock market. Okay, internationally. So I wrote those two papers in Pebble Mine, pro Pebble Mine project. Okay, published it in the internet, and in Twitter, I copied and posted this webpage link to those two papers. And then Pebblemind project stock purchaser investors, they took notice. Okay. That was the first time I became popular in the internet, like social media, like Twitter. And later on, Instagram, while I was running for US Senate. But the very first time was, yeah, this pro Pebblemind project, two papers that I wrote. That's my initial experience of becoming somewhat famous internationally, okay, in Twitter. Later on, yeah, Instagram, okay. And those Pebblemind, pro Pebblemind papers, it became famous enough so that I became invited to international conference in geology. Yeah, it happened over the internet teleconference. Okay, they invited me to present this paper. Oh, thank you. The people who participated that conference, yeah, some of them university professors, others PhD students, others researchers with full-blown PhD in some companies. Okay, internationally, that was nice. Me, I'm a PhD dropout, but still, yeah, Juris Doctor, lawyer. Okay. So they kind of generously refer to me as a Dr. Lee. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, yeah, technically I'm a doctor on paper, a Juris Doctor. Not a PhD though, but still, yes. Thank you. But it was an international conference, so it happened late at night, like 3 a.m., something like that. Okay. I'm sorry, but I fell asleep. Okay. But they did kind of generously delayed my time slot. So maybe by 30 minutes. Okay. Because I later on I did wake up. Okay. So I did make presentation. Thank you for accommodation. Yeah. It was nice. Okay. Another presenter I remember. Okay. They said education is the key. Education is the key. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Oh, yeah. Education is the key. Absolutely. Smart people. Yeah. In geology, okay. Yeah. Nice. Where's my vodka? Here. Okay. Uh, yeah, this is like a watermelon berry. Yeah, with vitamin C. How about rose hips? Because rose hips have a lot of vitamin C. Me recovering from what? Common cold. I need some vitamin C. Okay. Where is rose hips? There it is. Yeah. Whew. Okay. So, have my investors, okay, I kindly and generously downloading my my project paper. We get this common interest, okay, so like-minded individuals. Actually, some of them are attorneys too, okay. Yeah, usually we had nice friendship there. Yeah. I never met them in person, but We did communicate, like in Twitter, okay? Yeah, back in the days. And yeah, cheers. So that's how I initially became a little bit famous in social media, like Twitter and Papermine paper. It's academic paper, okay, with citation and everything. Mathematics, yes, yes. To calculate the value of this gold, okay, and then is it worthwhile an investment, and how can we environmentally soundly develop this pearl mine, gold mine, without hurting any salmon? All these trailings, yeah. Let's build a road with these trailings, okay, no problem. Okay, so yeah, those are serious papers, academic papers, okay. So, but during the teleconference, okay, the geology international conference, okay, yeah, I did use the whiteboard to draw map of Alaska and yeah, the feasibility of constructing this road between Matsu Valley and Iliamna Lake. Yeah. Okay. This is not that far away, actually. Maybe 200 miles, 300 miles, maybe less than that. Okay. It's not that far away. Okay. But we don't have any road connecting the Iliamna Lake and Matsu Valley. I think it's about 100 miles, something like that. Maybe 200 miles. It's not that far away. We just do not have a road yet. Lake Iliamna is a very, very interesting lake. There's some freshwater seal there. Just like in Russia, Lake Baikal, freshwater seals there, okay? So, but Iliana Lake is not too far away from ocean though. So it's kind of semi freshwater seals, okay? Yeah, yeah. It's the biggest lake in Alaska, Lake Iliana. Yeah. Nice. I've never been there, okay? So if we build this road with this pebble gold mine trailings, okay, was trailing. Yeah, we dig up the darts, right? That's the trailing rocks. What do we do with that? Let's build the roads. Okay, yeah, highway. So that's the idea, okay? And then international tourist destination, Iliana Lake, okay? Connecting Matsu Valley. Nice. It'll be nice. It may happen in the future, okay? Yeah, sure. Mhm. And then Twitter, back in the days, I mean, nowadays it's called X, right? I'm not there anymore, okay? It kind of became weird. So it became too political. So I'm not in X. Okay. But back in the days, Twitter, it was nice, but a little bit too limited because they have this limit. It's very short limit. What, two sentences? What, 50 characters? Too limiting. Okay. So because when I write, I'm a writer. I cannot limit myself to what, two, three sentences like in Twitter. No, because I got a lot to say. So I make transition to Instagram. Yeah, yeah. I post in the Instagram like old photos, like back in the days in Hollywood, Los Angeles, California, when I tried to become a male model. I was in Los Angeles, California between 2006 and 2009. 2006, I was like 28 years old, late 20s, okay. But I tried to become a male model. And I used to work out more than nowadays. Okay. I guess back in the days I used to have more muscles. Okay. And long hair, like ponytail and partially ripped jeans, ripped t-shirt. I did submit to modeling agencies. They probably put in some haha box where some weirdos like me sending strange photos, right? Selfies, okay. Haha box, okay. I heard about it. So they never called me, modeling agency in Los Angeles. But I saved those photos. Okay, so like 2021, year 2021, when I was running for US Senate in Alaska, yeah, I uploaded those photos to Instagram and it went viral. Thank you. Uh, they appreciated my photos. Yeah, I guess it's kind of avant-garde, kind of futuristic, experimental, ahead of time. So younger generation who are more open to new ideas, new aesthetics, they appreciated my photographical works. Thank you. And the rest is history. Yeah, time check. Yeah, story time, Midnight Express. Yep. We have like what, more than 10 minutes left. Okay, so we'll take 2 minutes break. Okay. Time flies when we enjoy. Good. Yeah, we're having a good time. Yeah, so I'm a writer, right? But back in the days, I used to write to my friends, mass email, okay, but I didn't they did appreciate it sometimes, but not always because not everybody, even my friends, like my writing style, okay? So I changed the venue. Okay, I started to write my short story novels in social media like Instagram, okay? And then later on, Amazon Kindle, okay? Okay, email viral too. Okay, so yeah, nice, nice. So I have a very diverse interest: mathematics, photography, selfie. Okay, and then short story, novel, fiction, writing, acting, singing, dancing, martial arts. Yeah, that's why I'm happy. Yeah, although I live alone. Okay, yeah, yeah. Good times. Yeah. Cheers. How much time do we have? More than 10 minutes left. Okay. So back in like 2021, like 5 years ago, when I ran for U.S. Senate in Alaska, although I did not get elected, but we had a good time. Okay. So yeah, except for the election win that I lost the election, I won everything else. Like I met good friends like you. I learned a lot, good knowledge, good experience, good entertainment, friendship, mutual education. So it was a huge success. Okay, yeah, in my mind. Okay, yeah. Cheers. Welcome to humor school, humor show. Okay. So back then, 2021, 5 years ago, we used to have what's called open Zoom show. Okay, yeah. Goods and bads. Sometimes bad people will come and ruin the show with some obscenity and stuff. Those are bad, okay, but other times was good with legitimate people. Yeah, discussing science, politics, history, foreign languages, because it was international, social media, right? Yeah, all around the world. Okay, yeah. So good times and bad times, okay, but I only remember good times, positivity, okay. Bad times, let's forget about it. All right, yeah. Open Zoom show. Yeah, some good times, okay. I remember one time, this gentleman from Middle East. Okay, I think he's an engineer in oil company, fossil fuel. Okay, somewhere in Middle East. That gentleman showed us around his house tour. It's a very luxurious mansion. Okay, he has his private elevator, private movie theater, home theater. Okay, swimming pool, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, he gave us a house tour. Ah, nice. In the Middle East, okay. Yeah, thank you. Shukran Gazlan. Yeah, nice. Look, in human school, yeah, we appreciate everybody. Yeah, luxury, wealthy people. They're cool. Yeah, it's diversity, okay? Yeah. It promotes arts, architecture, fine arts, music. Yes, promotion of arts, luxury. It's so cool. It's great diversity, okay? Yeah. Human school. Yeah. Welcome to human school, okay? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Time check. Less than 10 minutes left, okay? Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, open Zoom show I had to close it because too many bad people yeah, so it was just too much. Okay, so I made transition to Instagram Live. Okay, it's more controlled environment. Okay, so okay, in Instagram Live, yeah, I used to invite people to have conversation, but nowadays I don't do that anymore. Again, very good people, yes, sometimes bad people too. It's internet, okay, so but Instagram Live, some good people, oh, high talent like musicians. This is wonderful gentleman. He even wrote a song for me and sang a song that he wrote for me with his guitar. Thank you. Thank you. Amazing gentleman. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Great talents. Yeah. Also, art talent contribution, friends. Okay. Yeah, fan art, but I would say friend, like fan and friend. Friend. FRAN. I'm your fan and friend. Friend. Okay. Beautiful arts. Okay. Sometimes videos, kind of music videos, sometimes like theater art. Beautiful. Thank you. Multi-talent geniuses. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Mighty proficient leaders. Martial arts, continuing education, career development. Thank you. Nice. Mhm. Oh yeah. Great people. Very smart. So evolution, right? Yeah, generation after generation, we become more improved, more evolved. People as a humanity. Yeah, the future generation, people younger than me, I'm very, very impressed. They're like very beautiful, very smart, very creative. They have very good parents. I really appreciate their parents, okay? And very good teachers too. Yeah. They educated their children, their students very well. I appreciate that. Very cool people. To seeing these young people, they're amazing. Like better than my generation for sure. Yeah. More evolved, more improved, smarter and better. Yeah, yeah. Younger generation, okay. Highly impressive. Yeah. Some very optimistic, okay. I know about human history, evolution in biology. They're more evolved, more improved, okay. Now time check. We have 5 minutes left. Yeah. Yeah, great people. Older generation, I admire them too, okay. Yeah, they taught me how to become a good human being. Thank you. Oh yeah. Mentors. Yeah. Great people. It's continuation of generational evolution. Okay, continually. That concept is in Islam too. Okay, like Judaism, Christianity, then Islam, right? Continuity concept in Islam. Good concept. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate all religions. Okay. I do. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Good times. International friendship, right? I good people, legitimate ones, okay? Not like cyber criminals. I stay away from them, okay? So I just block them in social media, okay? Because the troublemakers, I don't have time for them. I teach them a lesson by blocking them in social media, okay? Okay? Even if they say wrong words, if they are disrespectful, I block them in social media to teach them a lesson, okay? You take create a new account, come back and start to behave. Many of them have, and they thanked me for correcting them. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Okay. So it's so good. Okay, in human rights school, tough love, soft love is balancing act, yin and yang. Okay, so welcome to human rights school. Okay, so, yeah. Time check again. Yeah, 3 minutes left. Okay. Yeah, so after the show, yeah, check out some YouTube videos. I don't know what, maybe some music videos. Yeah. Yeah, so Miss Sabrina Carpenter, yeah, at first she was like awkward, arrogant, but as she experienced more Hollywood life, she became more refined, okay, and become a better entertainer, more mature as she aged. Yeah, good to see that. Never met her in person, but yeah, like man-child. Ha ha, hey, yeah, it's charming too. Yeah, nice. Okay. Good. Good. Yeah, nice. Mm. Some other contemporary musicians, yeah, Kenny Chesney, Para Flag, and Ireland Girl, country musician, American male with cowboy hat. Da, 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 da. I like that song too. That was like 10 years ago though. Yeah, I like some countries like Dixie Chicks or Sherry Crow. Uh, there's some more whose name I vaguely remember, like Shania Twain. Okay, yeah, Shania Twain. From this moment. Oh, nice. Charismatic, right? Well, yeah, it's been 2 hours. Okay, yeah, see you next time. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah. Mhm. Thank you. Long martial arts. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yep.